What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to Stan's Witch and welcome back to Factory Simulator Playthrough episode number 29. Today's video, just like yesterday, is going to be pretty short just because today I'm going to be going over some game ideas that I'd like to see implemented in the future. Ones that I haven't yet seen put into the Discord, either in the sneak peeks section text channel or the release of the suggestions text channel. I haven't really looked at the suggestions text chat channel, whatever you want to call it, much, but haven't really seen too many good ideas. Or from what I have seen, not all of the ideas have been receiving positive feedback, so yeah. But the first little thing I'd like to see, it's a minor thing, but being able to choose your factory spot. I play on a private server just because my experiences playing on public servers haven't been the best. Some people just don't make good factory designs, and so a lot of things build up, it's pretty laggy, and it affects everybody. It slows everything down. It's happened to me before, and so I like to play by myself on a private server. It's also free, so I think why not? And so being able to choose my factory spot, especially as I was, progressing up through the tiers, it would have been really nice, because like to get next to the resources I need, either next to like the desert or the tundra or the hills, I would have to log out and log back in, and keep doing that. And so just being able to load in, be able to select your plot or your factory slot, and then just go from there would be so nice. I don't really think it would affect gameplay too much or break anything, so I think that would be a pretty good update. Second thing, I've talked about it multiple times in the past, but have an income tracking mechanism, maybe up in the top, that just tells you how much money you're making a second or a minute, or you can customize it. But just some way of seeing how much income you're making in what isn't super important while you're just sitting around doing nothing. It does help a lot, maybe when you're creating a new factory, to be able to see if your new factory is more efficient and you're making more money that way. Just being able to see that the changes that you're making are actually, useful in doing something. So that would be nice to see. The third thing I like to see is a bit more major, I'd say, and that's vertical expansion. You can expand your 4 plots here. You get this plot first, then you get this corner, and then this corner, then this corner. But being able to build vertically would be very nice, because I believe currently there is a block limit, right here. So I can't build anything above this. So being able to expand vertically would help so nice, because with the size of my factory, it's pretty efficient, but there's no way I could fit 2 of these on here. Like with everything I have, there's no way I could fit 2 of this. So there's no way for me to double my income currently. Every single past tier I've had, my whole final setup to make that most expensive item, to make the most income, has been small enough that I can build at least 2, if not more. So being able to have vertical expansion, especially at these upper tiers, would help so much. Even if they're pretty expensive, like you can make them expensive because you don't really go into them until, your upper tiers, in my opinion. You don't need to go into them to your upper tiers. So you could still make them cheaper so that they're available to the lower people so they can advance even quicker, but, just, I guess, keep adding more levels per, tier maybe, or make it to where each tier has a level they can purchase to where the price is kind of in accordance with how much money they can make in that tier. The 4th and 5th things are both pretty important, and I'm going to save kind of, I think, the most important for last, but the 4th thing is upgradable machine/parts. I know there's advanced versions of a lot of things, mainly just the assemblers and stuff, but there's no advanced versions of these types of machines that, you just go through and there's no like time required. Like these, they're advanced because, there's a time difference between the time it takes for a regular one to complete a cycle and then for an advanced one to complete a cycle. Same with the producers. But being able to go into machines like this and interchange parts that maybe add a multiplier to the income that you get from this item, or maybe just a flat bonus amount of money you get to be able to add to the item, would be nice. And then for parts that actually have speed, maybe make it so you can go into this little menu and you can buy parts that, make it faster, or make it to where maybe it produces 2 of the item instead. I don't know, but that would be like a super expensive or a premium upgrade. You could charge Robux for that. I personally don't spend Robux to spend money. I'm a free-to-play player, but I feel like some people would enjoy that, and that'd also be a good way to buff it. You could also just straight up, you know, make it to where you double your money, but just premium upgrades like that. Actually haven't ever really been to this section. This is just straight up, you can just buy money, perks, VIP, double income. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. 2 times car capacity. So they have all these things that I've talked about, and I've never checked it out, but like these all cost Robux, and while they aren't super expensive, like you can get a few of these for less than $10 or quite a few of them. I don't know. It'd be nice for us to get close perks without having to spend the money. And yes, I understand they're spending money and supporting the developer a lot, but I don't know. And you're speeding up the progress of the game. But as a free-to-play player, it's always nice to have things that benefit you just as well, but being able to grind for them too. Like, have them accessible maybe, or something close that's accessible, but make us have to grind for it a lot. I don't mind it, but being able to have that perk, I guess, would be very nice. I think that's enough for the creatable machines and parts. Just make it to maybe you can go into each machine and buy parts for it that either speed it up if it can be sped up, or make it to where it adds multipliers or things like that to the final income of the product, the final price of the product. And then the final thing, the fifth thing, is being able to play a more active role in your factory at the end of the tier. Some of the tiers, I think up to like, let's see. Honestly, geez, it ends pretty quickly. Like, once you get to the end of the tier, your active role in going out and like collecting resources kind of slows down. Like right now, the amount of money I'm making, um, like this is making 96 tillion. I don't know if I have a picture of it, but I'm pretty sure like a single piece of one of these ores. Actually, I can test it out right now. What am I doing? I have osmium. How much is a single piece of ore worth? Let's see. I'm making 96 tillion. And this is septillion, that's 7, that's 6. Let's see, what's this? That's how many sets of zeros are after it, I believe. Kinda. Let me think. Well, not really, but is this thing gonna produce anything? I'm trying to prove my point. There we go. Okay, how much is this worth? 30 quadrillion. Quadrillion is 4. And between each of these orders of magnitude, there's 3 zeros, right? So that's 30 quadrillion. Then you have quintillion, which is 5. And then you have sextillion, which is 6. And then I'm in the septillions, which is 7. Okay, my frame rate just took a hit right there. But my point is that it's like million, which has 2 sets of zeros. Billion, which has 3 sets of zeros. Trillion, which has 4 sets of zeros. Quadrillion, which has 5, which is what we're doing with here. Quintillion has 6. Sextillion has 7 sets of 0, that's 3 zeros. And then septillion has 8. So, like, it's insane. Like, the difference that this makes. So, even if I go out and collect a absolute crap ton of osmium ore, or weird ore, or shrimite ore, osmium being the most profitable, so that'd be the most reasonable one to collect, would do nothing. It would literally do nothing for me. So all I can do is sit here, and I've calculated out the amount of time it takes. Like, I've done that, y'all. I've talked about that before. And it's just insane that, like, even with these machines making this amount of money, getting to this point took hours and hours of waiting, and I'm just doing nothing while I'm doing it. Yeah, I get it's a factory simulator, and factory is supposed to be autonomous and all that, but like, what? And yeah, these are regular producers, they're not advanced, but if I'd advanced, these advanced guys would clog up. Like, it's I don't know, it's just, I don't know how you do it, but like, I can think of ways maybe if I put more brain power to it. Maybe like being able to upgrade the parts and stuff like that, or making a machine where you have to manually do stuff. It's like this, but like you go into it, like you sit down and you have to like click on things and move them around. And that machine, would be like this to where it has it increases the value of the price. Like how something like that to where you have to actively be clicking and moving around to where you're helping yourself make more money and advance quicker. Like that would make this game so much more enjoyable for me. Where when I'm getting to the end of a tier, I'm not just okay. Let me sit in the corner, jump every couple minutes, and wait for the money to just pour in. Wait. One of the times I had to wait 4 hours, I think, for an item or to be able to purchase a new item. Like I'd love to be able to, cut that in half by having an active role, maybe. Like I said, make it to maybe there's a machine that you can interact with that acts kind of like an assembler that you have to operate. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting super spirited about this, even though it's a kid's game. But I enjoy playing games and I enjoy stuff like this. Just having like a factory, setting it up, seeing everything run smoothly, and making money at the end of the day and getting that progress. I'm excited for the next update, whatever it does, include. Maybe if they can include some of these things in this next update, or maybe one of the minor updates slash patches after that version. But I'd love to see some things implemented, and hopefully y'all would too. Like I said, if y'all have any comments or other things that that y'all would like to see, put them down in the comments. We can talk about them. And if you really want to, join the Discord, put them in the suggestions, and they could be added. So yeah. I got to 33 subscribers as of this morning when I checked. I really appreciate the support, guys. My goal was 30 by the end of the month, and today's the 27th. End of the month is the 30th, I believe. So we are a few days early, and I really appreciate y'all a lot. So yeah, YouTube is the people who watch, and I appreciate all y'all greatly. So, you know, yeah, just thank y'all so much. It makes me feel so happy that people are watching and subscribing and enjoying my content. And I'd love to keep making content for y'all that y'all enjoy and like watching. So yeah. But that's me in the video though, guys. So I guess if y'all haven't subscribed and y'all like to support me, I'd really, really appreciate it. And then if you like the video also, I'd really appreciate that. But until next time, I'll catch y'all, so peace out.